Welcome to the animated recap. Guys, the series that we are watching is the Ice Age series. Total 4 parts of the movie has been released along with a short part. You'll get the explanations of all the previous parts in our channel. Today we are going to explain the last part of the franchise, which was released in 2016. Every film of the Ice Age tells you a new story, though it have taken a lot of time to release. But whenever it brought a new story. The movie once again starts with the squirrel, and narrator tells us that the universe solar system along with Earth, if it was not like this, what would it look like? Or who created it? It means squirrel is behind all this. In order to take its acorn, the squirrel reaches a spaceship. It didn't know how to run the spaceship, and it reaches the space where all the planets in the universe were like balls. Squirrel's spaceship collides with all the planets and they change into solar system. But still Squirrel did not get its acorn. Now the scene shifts to Manny, Ellie and Peaches. Here Manny and Ellie were playing with Peaches when we see a new character whose name was Julian. Peaches was about to marry Julian, but Manny used to like Julian a little less. Julian always tried to make everyone happy. Now Ellie and Peaches go for some important business and Julian goes with Manny. Here we see Sid, who is trying his best to prepare himself to propose his partner, but his life partner broke up with him and leaves. On the other side, all the males Manny, Sid and Diego sitting together backbites about females. Now we see Squirrel, who triggers the gravitational force by mistake. And the squirrel happens to fly in the air and sometimes falls on the ground. Peaches and Ellie were making preparations for Manny and Ellie's anniversary. But Manny had forgotten about this. Ellie had surprised Manny, and now everyone was expecting from Manny that what will he give Manny? And then firework starts there, and everyone thinks Manny remembered his anniversary and he gave a beautiful surprise to Ellie. Diego asks Manny if he had done these preparations. Well, whoever did this made our day. On seeing the coming asteroids became bigger. All the animals starts to run to save their lives. Manny, Ellie, Peaches, Julian, Sid, Diego and Sheila, they all run together and reach a small cave. They decide to spend the night in the cave to save themselves. The asteroids falling from the sky also go straight down to the place where dinosaur used to live. Here once again we see Buck. Guys, you must have seen Buck before. Here we see that Buck is helping a dinosaur as some dinosaurs steal the eggs of the other dinosaur. But Buck steals back the egg and returns it to its real mom. When he runs from away to save himself, he watches another way where there was a very big tablet. And a lot of things were written on the tablet. Here above, when everything was calm, Manny and all other come out to see and realized that many things have been spoiled. All this fireworks from the sky has ruined everything. Then they hear a loud voice. And actually it was Buck. He tries to tell everyone about the tablet drawing and the language written on it. It was a prediction. Years ago there were different animals. Asteroids fell and all those animals disappeared. After that dinosaurs came. Again asteroids fell and dinosaurs also disappeared. But some of the dinosaurs saved their life. And now we are the third victims. It means that same type of asteroid will fall upon us. If we did not save our life, we will also disappear. There is not a way to escape from all this. Buck says that we should go to it and know the reason that why it always fall here. If we come to know, we can also stop it. All animals discuss together whether they should take help from Buck or not. Diego says Buck always helped us, why would he want bad for us? With this, all the animals proceed towards the mountain where the asteroid was about to fall. Now we see while chasing Buck, some dinosaurs had retreated from the other side. On the other hand, the squirrel finds the teleport system, which he uses again and again. Sometimes he sticks with acorn or sometimes acorn joins him. Seeing Peaches and Julian together, Manny didn't get happy. For this reason he asks Ellie that why Peaches can't live with us. Then Ellie says to him, you must spend some time with him. Julian is a good mammoth and he will be the best for Peaches. Buck finds some stones here. These were like magnetic stones. Buck thinks that they are in the right direction and these stones will help them to reach our destination. With this, Buck comes to know about the theory that the coming asteroid always gets attracted by this stone. If we throw this stone out of the Earth layer, the asteroid will also change its path. But how will they find such a big stone and how to throw it out of the Earth layer? These things will be known later, but to collect such a big stone, we must have to collect small stones. Buck takes all the animals behind him on a wider path. Dinosaurs arrive here and Buck sends all the animals to the forest to protect them. On moving forward, we see this squirrel who, in the process of taking its acorn, it also destroys the moon. Due to the gravity force, the water also goes up. All the animals cross the water and cover the way and move forward. When this squirrel was playing with planets, then there comes an electric storm which traps all the animals. Manny and Ellie runs to help Peaches. But by mistake they both stuck there. Diego tries to prevent the electricity so that Manny and Ellie get free. There was still a day left for the asteroid and reach here. Before this, all of them thinks to have some rest. Diego and Julian becomes friends. Diego tells Manny that Julian is a good guy. You should spend some time with him. Here Ellie tries to explain Peaches that if she remains alone, she will have to face a lot of problems. If we always stay together as a group, we will always be able to help you. But Peaches was ready for everything, that if she faced any problem, she will handle it alone. On the other hand, Peaches was good at playing, but Julian did not know how to play. With Manny's strike, it hits Julian's face by mistake and he goes underwater. Peaches gets angry on Manny that why did you do it? I will never live with you now. When I got married, I will leave you people. Manny and Ellie were always afraid that Peaches will leave them. Now due to Manny's mistake, Peaches decides the same. On the other side, the dinosaurs that came there to take revenge from Buck mistakenly picks Granny up from there. But Granny was no less than others. She harasses the dinosaurs very badly. A dinosaur eats her, but Granny still comes out of its throat. These dinosaurs, in order to get rid of Granny, throws her downwards. The next morning when everyone wakes up, they come to know that Granny is missing. Everyone looks at Buck, then Buck tells them, for your safety I didn't tell you that here are the dinosaurs. Actually the trouble has started here as Granny was also missing. Then Buck sees in his map and say they have reached in the right place. Drawing made in the stone is same of this place. It means the asteroid that falls here gets attracted by this stone. If we throw this stone out from the Earth layer, the asteroid will also go away. But how to do this all? Then they hear Granny. All the animals runs to the Granny and come to know that Granny was not in trouble. Actually she was getting a massage. All of them reached to a different world. Due to the stones here, the animals of this place were quite young. And all the animals had a different kind of power. They all have a leader whose name was Llama. Here we also see a female sloth whose name was Brooke. Brooke here likes Sid. Sid asks Brooke here that who could help them after all. Then they meet Llama, but Llama did not help them and says it is absolutely impossible to throw such a huge stone in the space. Now all the animals becomes disappointed and say now we have come so far and can't do anything. Everyone thinks about others' life. Peaches and Julian thinks that if they would have got married, they must be together now. Manny and Ellie thinks that if they had married their children, they must be spending a good life now. Though we also spent a very good life. Brooke and Sid were spending time together. Then Sid thinks that he must propose Brooke. For this reason he takes out a stone, and after this all the place starts to break. Actually the magic in these stones, due to which all the animals were young, after breaking the magic these animals once again becomes old. Back as before, like old. And they don't have energy now. Llama gets angry on Sid and says, what have you done? We have been living in this place for years and now when you have come you ruined everything. When Llama was showing anger, Buck then saw back and sees a volcano and says, we can take help of the volcano. If throw all these small stones in the volcano, the pressure inside the volcano will make a big stone and throw it out of it. It will also attract asteroid. But before that we have to fill small cracks. All the others had no choice except to obey Buck. Now Brook tries to explain Llama, if we want to survive, we have to follow Buck. After this all the animals starts gathering stones, and it seems that cracks begins to fill. Buck senses that there is still some time left for the asteroid to come, but this idiot squirrel directly hits its spaceship with the stone, due to which this asteroid starts moving faster. On the other hand, the dinosaurs, who were after Buck, finally found him. It seems that one dinosaur catches Buck, but that dinosaur was good. He explains to Buck, if you want to survive you have to help us. Then a big dinosaur comes, and he tells that we will leave this place by flying. Buck tells them, you are crazy, you will die with burning with fire. Then other two dinosaurs convinces their father to follow Buck. If we didn't help him now, then perhaps we all will die. After this a big stone was coming which Manny and Julian were bringing together. But that mountain was so high that they could not pull it. But then Julian gets an idea. He says there is a slide here. If they take that mountain to that slide and leave there, it will slide straight inside the volcano. Manny says lives of so many people cannot be dependent on your idea only. Julian says, with all of you I am also here, I will also be killed. You just believe in me. And with these they leave the stone that slides straight into the volcano. But the required pressure was still not built. Then we see that Granny closes her eyes like a baby. There happens a huge blast, and the asteroid from the other side can also be seen coming. This asteroid was about to hit all the animals, but then the stone in the volcano attracts it towards itself. And all these stones go out from the earth layer. All the animals were so happy that they won. After solving such a big problem, it was time for everyone to go back to their homes. Brooke stays here. She doesn't go with Sid. Granny also stays here with Sid. After all the people left, they were taking the hot bath here. Then a stone broken from the asteroid falls at this place. Due to which the power emitted from this stones makes all the animals same as before. With this Granny also becomes young once again. Now here we see everyone was making preparations for the wedding of Peaches and Julian. Diego and Sheila always thought that whether all these animals will accept them or not. Now when they have saved their lives, so everyone, even children, starts to love them. Here Peaches was so nervous because it was her wedding today. Manny and Ellie take her with them and motivates her that you will spend a very good life. Now we see that Peaches and Julian got married. All the animals living in the stone comes here to meet Sid. Brooke also comes here to live with Sid. With the growing of this family, the movie ends here. In the post-credit scene, it is shown that Buck tells that Mars was also just like Earth before. But due to stupidity of Squirrel, when its spaceship hit the Mars, everything there was destroyed. With this, the last movie of Ice Age series ends here. In future, if any of the movie of this series officially released, definitely we will share it with you. Did you like this franchise? Do tell us in the comments. And guys, show some love to our channel by subscribing, hitting bell icon and sharing our videos. See you in the next movies.